Hello and welcome back, guys. So in this particular problem, we need to check if all the numbers of a given list are prime or not. To do that, we can loop over it first of all. Right. Then what we can do is for I in numbers, right? So a number is considered prime if it is not divisible, right? So another is for j in range. I think 3. From 3 we don't even need 3, huh? So let's say 4, right? So if it is 2 or 3, we can simply continue it, right? So if I equals 2 or I equals 3, uh, equals 3, and what we can do is if I equals 2 or I equals 3, we can simply do continue. Right. Otherwise, what we can do is we can go from 4 to the number I. Right. So that won't include the number. So if j is perfectly divisible by uh, whatever the number is, right? So if it is, let's say the number was 6, right? So that would be, it would be 4, and then the first instance it would be 4, so it's perfectly divisible by, so 5 is also there, right? So if the number were to be a number list would contain everything, what would happen? Hmm. So we can just check, right? So we are given a number, and then 5, if it is divisible by any number up to there. uh, so if the number were to be, let's say, in a list, if the number were to be 6, right? So what would happen? So suppose we are checking, so if the list was 5, right? So in that situation, what would happen? So it would basically be divisible by, uh, the number would be, okay, it should be I divisible by z, right? Equals 0. And then what would we do? We would say it's return false, right? Else we can simply, outside the loop, we can simply return true, right? Let's check the code. Works, right? You see, what I did was, basically we've got a list over here, 7, right? So 7, what happens? It's not 2 or 3, right? So it will come over here, 4 to 7, and then 4, it checks up, right? So the first number is 7. So 7 divided by 4, it's not a thing. So it's only divided, it's not divided by 5 or 6 or anything. That's why it just moves on to the next iteration. Next iteration, it checks for 11. 11 is also not divisible by anything. 13 is also not divisible by anything, hence it's true, right? So it just exits all of the loop, and then it just goes into true condition. Let me submit the code. Okay, let me check the solutions. Why I did 2 and 3 and 4 is basically just to save some time. Okay, just to save some time. This is also a good way to do it, where they are just uh, dividing the number and then just making it more efficient kind of thing. That is one way to do it. Yeah, people like to start from 2 somewhere. It just depends. But this is good approach where we divide the range or the number uh, I by 2, just to make sure that we don't need to loop through everything, right? Just more efficient. So if the number were 3, right? So 3 and then 2 and 3, that would come over here, and then it would be 2, 2, and then the number is 3 divided by, that's not the case. So it would just do that, and then all. I was thinking about using all operator. All, what it does is checks like if all the elements in a list is true or not. If it is true, it would return true, otherwise it would return false. Okay, so that's how we solve this. This is a hard coded problem someone has done over here. So yeah, that's how we solve this particular problem. Thank you for your time. Take care. Bye bye.